Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Now we have arrived at our main event, which we have all been waiting for, the public lecture with the topic from virtual classes to e-learning. Mr. Lee, I'm gladly to say our participant today actually is 148. So not only in this room, but the other room have the other participant. So this session will be delivered by our distinguished expert speaker, Dr. Seong Lee, and will be have the Q&A session after the main event. So please, Mr. Lee, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. How are you? Are you ready to go? It's going to be very intense. But before we start, I'd like to ask you one question. How many of you are lecturer, university lecturer? Raise your hand. Five, only five. How many of you are graduate students? How many of you are undergraduate students? Okay, majority of you are undergraduate students. How about frontline teachers who are working in the K-12 primary? Only one. Okay, so it means in this room we have people from quite a range of different backgrounds. And I heard this lecture is a public lecture. So I'm going to tone down my tone down my language so that everybody in this room can understand. And then sometimes I give you some questions, and if you are very active and respond to my questions, I have some presents. This pen is not just normal pen. It's from my university. And I heard it help you improve your writing. Magic pen, enhance your productivity. Believe it or not. I have two pens. And then maybe next couple of hours, I'll show you many tools, many technologies, many tools, many ideas. But please remember this, human. This is better. So the human should be at the center of all the innovative approach, pedagogy, idea, method, model. Okay, so please, this is our underlining principle. Remember the first day I provide you three stages of model: caring, talk about the people, specifically your students and teachers, leaderships, school leaders, and teacher educators, their pains, their inconvenience, their time, cost, maybe outcomes. So you are unhappy with the current situation. Therefore, you come up with the new ideas. We call it innovation, right? New, whatever it may be, new approaches, new products, new service, new technologies. And then the last stage is sustainability. You need to build some environments it takes a village to raise a child, right? In the same way, if we really want to raise you, we need to build a community, virtual community, hybrid community, or first face-to-face community, whatever it may be, we need to build. I think this require support from the top down. They need to allocate some resources and set up a structure for you to grow so that you can help grow other people. So these are the underlying principles. And then today, the virtual classes to AI learning. So I'm going to show you many projects I've been doing. Some products are quite innovative or quite new, but it's good because I want you to try this. And when it comes to technology, I have 3 principles as well. Number 1, it should be free. But some tools are not free, such as AI toys, because we have a funding to purchase it, to use it for future research, practice. But except that, I think all the tools I'm going to introduce you to are free. That's very important. Another thing is the beneficial, educational beneficials. I think you will see immediately the benefit for your teaching and learning and for research. The second thing. And number 3, it should be easy to use. If it's too complicated, it takes several login and verification. I don't think you're going to use it. So it should be easy to use, affordable, and educational benefits. And actually, I'm not going to tell you like theories and framework, but actually underneath, there are all the principles as well. So first thing, in the classroom, students are very looks very bored. And there's a problem, right? And then you as a teacher want to solve this problem. And then you knew your students love songs. And then you had the idea, how can I combine my lessons with products or service that meet their needs or the interest? Now that we have technology, we have AI. So today, this morning, I'm going to show you 2 different type of products. One is Bingo Clip. It used to be Lyric, I think Lyric something, but now they have changed the song. They have to change the name. Oh, so it looks like this. Good thing about it is you don't have to log in. If you log in, you can archive your history. But good thing is you just play in browser. And then I asked my Indonesian friends, and what's the #1 Indonesian popular song? She said, Perfect. So because as a warming up and as a case to demonstrate, let's practice this song together. And actually, you can do this activity with your students that align with your curriculum. And there are 3 types of modes you can do. One is choice, type, and karaoke. But type is actually the student are asked to type, which measuring their productive vocabulary knowledge. Because they need to type it after listening to it, and they have to type up. So it's directly linked to their productive skill. Whereas choice is a multiple choice, let's say choice. And like also you can choose a different level, which is good for the differentiated learning, right? So let's say intermediate and start. Oh, something went wrong. So it's called a technical issue. So I'm gonna go back. So in this situation, you as a teacher need to be flexible, So I have a plan B. So I move to another platform. No worries. I'm not nervous. So go to Suno. This is AI. How many of you have used Suno? Never? Really? Wow. This is very, how to say, yeah, easy to use and is actually very innovative. I think your kids, your student will love it because you can certainly become a musician. How it works is you can create a song. So when you click on this, it will take you to the, yeah, this is a dashboard. And then I just give you a very simple demonstration. Here, there's a create, right? Create. So there are many ways you can do it. So actually, the songs on the right-hand side, I have created these songs. So I'm a copyright owner. And when you go to YouTube video, sometimes you listen to some songs generated by AI, right? Actually, most of the songs are generated by this, and they make profits. So if you're interested in additional revenue, this is something that you need to consider. Because there are some people around the world who are making money out of this. So let's say, okay, because we are the educator, let's talk about something that we can use it for the education purpose. Let's say today I taught maybe primary school kids, P6, maybe P4, and then we talk about oceans, and then there are several vocabularies, right? And then okay, I'll demonstrate how you can do this. It's better to show you firsthand so that you can replicate this even after I leave. So this is a document, right? And then here we have AI, and then you can say primary 4 EFL suggest 20 vocabularies related to ocean. And then let's say I just we assume that this week we learn about this 20 vocabularies. And then activity is one thing, but assessment is another. So we as an educator or parents quite concerned about whether our children actually pick up or acquire this 20 vocabulary. For the language, what's important is the input, right? Repetitive input, so that it can consolidate and they can remember it for a longer period of time. So let's say these are the target vocabulary. And then I just copy and then go back to the Suno. You can do it, and it's even better you ask students to create songs using these 20 vocabularies based on their interest or their style. Okay, what style do you like? just say you are kids, you are the people, I'm a teacher. Huh? Hip hop, okay. Okay, we co-designing product, okay? We are doing a music business. Okay, and then I just copy and paste, right? And then you need to describe the songs. So hip hop, right? Hip hop. What else? Come on. Pop. There's a hip hop already. Other like female or male? Female, yeah, female. 90s or contemporary? Contemporary. Indonesian style or K-pop style or Western style? Indonesian style, okay, Indonesian style. Well, Indonesian K-pop, I wonder how it sounds. So Indonesian, okay, I go here. No, not yet, not yet. You need to provide a specific prompts. Otherwise, you may not happy with the music. What else? Huh? What? 3 minutes. Oh, 3 minutes. You know the attention span. So you want this 20 vocabularies repeat? Okay, 20 vocabularies repeat across different contexts, right? How about the like rhythm or the atmosphere or vibe? Happy, happy, wow. Well-being, wow, yes. Happy vibe. Morning, afternoon, before bed. Morning, wow, yeah, like this. Happy morning vibe, morning, yes. Morning vibe. Like going to school or gym. Huh? When do you want to listen to this music? Or coffee, dating, huh? Oh, do you happy when you go to school? Okay, suitable for going to school, you know, in a bus, right? Bus. You see, now we provide many information, and then the AI specifically, and then essential vocabularies. 20 vocabularies. Use. Okay, let's see. This is instrument. Instrumental is there's no lyrics. And then, okay, let's create. You see? And then it usually take about maybe 30 seconds. Oh, wow, all of a sudden, they are making 4 different types of music. Wow, the name is Bagi di Bus. What does it mean? Huh? A morning bus. A morning in the bus. Wow, what a okay, let's oh, this song is ready. Let's hear. You wanna
Pagi
sing?
cerah, aku naik bus, ransel siap, hati on push, ocean di kepala, jalan ke kelas, seadik kaca, senyum pun bebas, wave di langkah, beat di dada, beach di mimpi, semangat menyala, sun di sepatu, tapi aku santai, shell di telinga, hari jadi ramai, fish lompat-lompat, di bayan jendela, shark cuma lewat tatap gembira, wale besar banget, tapi aku ringan, dolphin lincah bikin pagi makin kanan, turut pelan, aku tetap maju, crowd miring-miring lucu di hatiku, octopus putar, ideku banyak,
Octopus.
starfish bersinar, pagi terasa
Starfish.
enak. Naik bus pagi, aku siap lagi, pagi baik.
I think it's the translanguaging, right? It's in English and Bahasa Indonesia. Wow, I didn't expect. Oh, but how about this one?
Dari.
Different. How about this one?
Pagi cerah, aku naik bus, ransel siap, hati on push, ocean
Then if you don't like it, you can change it from, for example, how about like, for example, K-pop, and just one simple prompt, right? And then we create another morning tide ride. Wow. Bus to island. Wow, sounds interesting. Bus to island, yes.
Yeah, yeah. Mm, mm, mm.
Okay.
Ah, Morning on the bus, seat by the window. I lace my shoes and I feel so light. Ocean in my head, sea on my tongue. Wave after wave, I'm ready for the ride. Beach in my smile, sand on my heart. Shell in my pocket for a lucky start. Fish in the blue, shark in my brains. Whale in my sky, dolphins in. Turtle place, but I'm fast. Crab walk, then I dash. Octopus.
So you got the idea, right? So imagine your students become a composer or a music artist using the vocabularies they learn from your class. And they can do it actually at home. And then when they come back, they can share the songs. But think about the input, right? Input and output and interaction and the classroom vibe, yeah. And then I think all you need is you need to create a platform like Padlet, and then student can upload their songs, and I think the student will love it, right? Not only students, teacher, the teacher well-being, yes. Okay, so this is very, how to say, simple, but the things that you can consider. Okay, so we begin with the very basic song, technology, AI, and language learning. Okay. So for this one, I will come back to you later. This is, I cannot play out this now. And then another one is AI mediated communications. Number one, do you talk with humans? How about, do you also talk with AI? AI chatbots. How about the ratio between humans and AI? Okay, how about humans? Okay. Mostly senior. How about AI? Oh, see, the young people, young generations. I don't want to say it's a binary, but I think it's a trend. It's a global trend, actually. And then this is one trend. And another trend is, do you think the people are becoming more lonely? How about in Indonesia? No? But this is true in like UK, United States, Korea, China. People are getting lonelier and social isolation, right? So this is a real issue. And also the classroom, students have a, how to say, mental well-being, mental issues, because there's no one they can talk with. With that, we have actually started this project. So how about we integrate like AI chatbots and also the AI toys. So now toy where AI go inside the toy and they can interact with this toy. Actually, this AI just mimicking the human conversation. It's not 100% authentic, but it can just replicate. And this is how it looks.
That sounds wonderful, and I totally get it. Music really can be that perfect companion for.
So this is like the humans chat with the mobile phones using voice. I think we do it pretty often. And how about this one?
Can you tell me about the weather in English?
Sure. The weather in Hong Kong on October the 30th is sunny, with a maximum temperature of about 28 C and a minimum temperature of about 24 C. The air quality is moderate. The wind direction is east, and the wind speed is 9 kilometers per hour.
So unlike the AI chatbots, this AI toy can be touched by humans. Particularly the young kids love this because I tried this with my daughter and then she never spoke any English, but she was very curious about this rabbit and then she started speaking. So this is the behavior changes. So with the new tool, new products, actually human, maybe not only the perceptions, but also their behavior shift. Think about our students in the classroom. Are they willing to open their mouths? Open means behavior, right? Can we see them speaking or raise their hands? And this is another type of robot.
I want to talk to you about the topic describe a person I admire.
Interesting. Ooh, nice topic. Tell me one tiny thing about the person you admire. Maybe who they are, a friend, parent, teacher, actor, or one thing they do that makes you say, wow.
So these participants are smiling, right? Think about our students are ever smiling at teacher. And they speak, because I know our role in the classroom are, disseminator and judgment, right? Evaluator. So we should be very serious, ready to give them a corrective feedback. But this AI toy, I think, as you can see, it has a wheel, so it can move around. And then the AI mediated communication toys can be actually used in your classroom to address the real issue of students' anxiety, sense of joy, and even the happiness, well-being, and also the willingness to communicate, and also if you are interested in this type of research, you can actually measure their utterance, how many times your students speak in the classroom, what outside of the classroom, and then you can compare AI toys, chatbots, and humans. If there's a significant difference, you can claim, right? You can claim that maybe this conversation partner make a difference.
I want to talk to you.
And then I just give you some ideas how you can turn it into your research idea or even the projects. Before you do such research or pedagogy, you need to know their starting point, right? So we call it a needs assessment. So you give them a survey so that we know their age, their academic year, their background, maybe personality, whether they are introverted, extroverted, their self-reported proficiency level, maybe 1 to 10, or their anxiety level, stable anxiety level. So using the information, you know pretty much the general pattern of your participants. Maybe let's say you are teaching 30 students, you may know, oh, maybe only five students are quite confident learners, but 25 students are maybe 20 students are maybe intermediate, and 5 students are very low achieving, very reluctant to speak. So now you have 3 different groups. And then you introduce this new tool. In the classroom, you are the tool, right? You are the tool because you say you are the mediator. But now, instead of pair work, human to human, how about you give chatbot to the student, maybe Friday, 20 minutes. See if we can make a small changes. If there's a changes, next Friday, do it again. And next Friday, do it again. It becomes a research, right? Because you create a conditions and provide a different approach. See if we can make a difference in their emotions, see competence, and their behavior. We call it state, willingness to communicate. State means the real time, because what happened in the classroom is often real time. Right? Let's say you are an anxious person. It doesn't mean you are always anxious. Sometimes you become happy. So when teacher maybe provide a very interesting topic that you want to talk about, it drastically enhances your enjoyment and lower down your anxiety. So after you measuring the students, let's say you want to test this idea and you invite 5 participants, and then we report they are interacting with these AI tools. After recording, like a Zoom, and then you play out the video, and the student indicate their willingness to communicate from 1 to 5 every 10 seconds. And see the trajectory across 5 students are not same, not similar, right? Why? Of different background. The background is stable, right? It's consistent. Okay. How about other opinions, other people's opinion? How about teachers say, okay, you work with someone next to you, but someone next to you, that friend is not your, maybe that friend is your enemy. It increase what? Anxiety, right? So in that particular moment, the teacher pedagogy decision to do the pair work with someone you don't like affect your emotions. That's why we are measuring the state, like real time, moment to moment, the level of emotions or willingness to communicate. That's why we are measuring it every 10 seconds because it is relevant to your classrooms. 40 minutes, right? Many things that happen. So I'm just giving you one topic, right? Group dynamic, but it can be a topics. Tell me about your failing story. When did you break up with your, it increased, right? Certainly increase your anxiety because it's very private. So if you choose that kind of topic, I think it's, this data will show. So what we do as a researcher or an educator is first we get this data to see the pattern, right? And then next thing is you need to invite the students to talk about their increase. For example, the orange, not orange. Oh, how about Cindy? Cindy is a green one. She started with a 3. The willingness to communicate level was 3. And then 4, okay. And then, wow, time 6. After 1 minute, the willingness to communicate suddenly dropped down to 1. Wow. Don't you want to know why? That's exactly, we ask the question to the student. Okay, Cindy, please take a seat. Oh, 1 minute, I think you say your willingness to communicate level was 1. Can you tell me about this? And then Cindy may hesitant. Oh, please. Okay, here's a candy. Okay, candy. And then she feel comfortable. Okay, Ju, because That time, the topic was something I didn't really want to share. That's why I become reluctant to speak. And then you take notes. And then in your implication discussion, you can say, when teacher choose a topic, you have to consider the needs and interests of the students. Maybe avoid the topics that they find it offensive or sensitive. Okay, this is how you can do the research as well as improve your pedagogy. It's called stimulated interviews. Stimulated recall interviews. So unlike the one-on-one, just typical interview, you play out the video, right? Which stimulate their memories. Recall means they, look back, reflect on the past performance, and then video stimulate by you asking the questions. Tell me more about it. Give me example. Can you be more specific? Can you tell me more about it? After that, student will also do the writing. Remember yesterday, the importance of the evidence, right? You need at least how many? 3. 3 is very safe. 3 is very safe. Stable, triangulate. Yes. So let's say I'm a marketing person. This is very good water. It only costs about maybe 10. 10. $1. Okay, $1. And it will improve your longevity. Believe me. But this is only one evidence, right? But and then I invite my friend. He's a doctor. Doctor testimony. Oh, I'm a doctor from Indonesian, maybe national hospital. I have a degree from Harvard University. And then I drank this water and it really saved, prolonged maybe thousands of Indonesian people's life by 5 years. Testimony, right? And then you have a testimony from the real patients. So you have 3 different data talking about the same thing. In the same way, when you do the research, when you provide a persuasive writing or a narrative, remember 3, okay? 3. 1, 2, 3. That's why we use 3 different data. Self-reported survey, interview data, and their reflections. If all 3 data sources are talking about the same thing but offering different perspective, this is good. It makes your research more rigorous and rich, comprehensive. Any questions regarding this before we move to another tool? Any idea you can actually apply. You can use this for your own projects or teaching. Magic pens. Anyone who like to share? There's no right answer. No, you like to share?
No. Just waiting. It is. Have some people want to share something? Okay.
Yes.
Please mention your name and your program study.
Because of what is it? The pen. Yeah. Thank you, Prof. My name is Nurlia Irfani. I'm a teacher in Lampung. Yeah. And maybe what I want to share to you, like I said yesterday, in my in my extra class or extracurricular class in my school, I can change the program by what we call it in language day. It's like I said before, it's give burdens to my student because along a day they should speak in English or Arabic like that, and then what is it? The effect, they don't want to speak actually. they keep their mouth silent because they just want to save for that day. And then in my mind I think that when we learn a language, I think it's because of we like or we love it. Then I try to change the habit. Yeah, I don't want to push my student because of only what is it, a punishment or something like that. But I try to push them to love English, and then they will practice or use it by their what is it, their one, and then in a happy situation like that. So like I said to you, that maybe I can change the program by using what is it, the toys, maybe the idols, like yesterday. And then yeah, like you said, we can start from the small class, and then we use or we see the progress uh, week by week maybe. And then yeah, I hope that it will increase their motivation to study and then to use English in a daily activity. That's also what I want to say. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
So the magic pens. It will improve your productivity by 10 times. It's not a normal magic. Normal pen. I'll give the spirit. So I think many important points, right? Start small. Even after this workshop, I think many of you may forget about this, but some of you will use it yourself first, and then use it with your children, and then use it with maybe 5 students in your classroom, and then 1 class and 1 school. This is actually process. So important thing is right after this, use it, okay? Use some of the tools. And then another important thing is you mentioned is you don't have to integrate this every class because it's unrealistic. So, but you can use it one time every 2 weeks, one time every month. That's a realistic approach because some students may find it meaningful. It can make a difference. I remember in high school, I started learning English from middle school. And I hate English, but the high school teacher introduced music. My Heart Will Go On, Titanic. That was the first time in my life the English became meaningful. But textbook, I don't know. I couldn't really relate it to this. No context, no meaning. And they talk about many topics, but it's out of my interest. But that particular moment make a difference. I think like you, also you can sometimes introduce these authentic materials. So who knows, it can make a difference. 1 or 2 students. And then autonomy is very important too, because in the classroom, the teacher usually dominate. They have the key to drive the car, but sometimes you can become more relaxed. I know it's not easy, right? But sometimes you need to relax and give them opportunity, empower them, like give them a chance to speak, interact, and try not to correct them. I know it's not easy, but another interesting activity, I think we can do it together, is the inquiry skills. So we actually did this study projects last couple of years. Since the AI came to the world, one of the concerns on the side of the parents and educators is their questioning skill. In other words, they rarely think. They can be very receptive to the information that are given to them by AI or other sources. So we want them to be more critical, and we want them to raise or pose a critical questions. How many of you are familiar with Bloom's taxonomy? Many of you. Okay, very good. Although it's an old model, but it's still applicable to what we do today, especially these 6 layers from remembering, understanding, applying, which are considered lower order thinking skills. Ironically, the formal education are pretty good at this, right? Push our students to memorize and translate and test their memorization skill. But in the AI era, post AI era, experts, more and more experts, I think this like the analyzing skill, evaluation abilities, the ability student can create, increasingly important, which are considered as higher order thinking skills. But how do we know? But you can actually know, you can measure your students' the critical thinking skills by looking at their essay or their questions. For example, on the left-hand side, this is before our intervention using the AI tool that we give. So I'm teaching a particular course in the university, and then I ask students to use AI to design their final projects, and then the question they initially was like this, like 5W1H question, like what is digital native? What is the disadvantage of being digital native? Today's children are digital native. And what is digital native? Is digital native the majority? So this is the before the training. It means that more often than not, they pose this like a simple record questions. Actually, they can get this question through simple Google search. I don't think we need that kind of questioning strategies anymore, right? To generate. So what we do was it's called the Ask Smile. It's developed by a colleague from Stanford University. And he's also an entrepreneur, but he's also in the education field. And then he also have this concern about the critical thinking inquiry. It's also very simple. You don't need to log in. This is the dashboard. And with the help of ChatGPT, your question will be evaluated on a rubric from level 1, like which is a simple remembering question, to level 5, aligning to Bloom's taxonomy. So let's say can you guess the what level you? Huh? Number 1, why? Easy, right? Is it remembering, right? So let's see. So you submit the question. So inside there's a ChatGPT, and then using Bloom's taxonomy, it determines your number of the critical thinking, followed by some suggestions as well. So this question will be classified as level 1. Oh, congratulations. Then it explains the reasons. It's a simple recall question that requires a straightforward factual answer about current events. There are no elements of critical thinking, analysis, and evaluation involved. And then next paragraph, if you are preparing for questions about current affairs, political leadership, looking to deepen your understanding, you might consider exploring the context of your presidency. Okay. Why will Indonesia move its capital to a new region level? Huh? 3? Why? Okay, submit. Oh, it's a level 2, unfortunately. The reason is it requires comprehension of a factual occurrence, specifically decision to move the capital of Indonesia. While it does invite explanation of regions, it lacks depth, level of analytic thinking. So maybe Google may not provide you a straightforward answer, but I think this question indicate that this person is maybe very superficial. How about this one? Number 4, why? Analyzing the answer based on maybe existing information. How about like, do you think this kind of responses or answers are available? Because it's talking about something will happen in the future, right? We call it hypothetical questions, or what if questions, which is very similar to the research questions the graduate students need to propose. If you propose something that already known, it's not a research question, right? Because that knowledge has already discovered by somebody else. So in the same way, if the student pose a question that the current database cannot provide, I think it's a level 5 question. Let's see. Because it's creating. I just level 5, right? Why? Because a hypothetical scenario. If Indonesia moves its capital to new regions and employs a conditional structure, invites a speculation about the potential economic potential, which requires critical thinking and analysis about various economic factors and advice. This is an excellent question that opens up avenues for deep explanation. So, so what we like, can you get access to this? Yeah. So so how can you apply this to your classroom? Regardless your teaching discipline, whether you are teaching language or culture or STEM field or art, doesn't really matter. But how can you apply this to your classroom or even the research projects? Let's say you are a science major, but you want to improve your critical thinking skill, right? You want to improve your students' critical thinking skill. And then you have already framework, Bloom's taxonomy, and you have this tool. And then it gives you a quantifiable data. And then let's say you have 50 students in your classroom, and then you have another 50 students in, let's say, control group, but you are teaching the same subject. But in the control group that you are teaching, you introduce a training, critical thinking training through this kind of tool. And then every 5 minutes, for 5 minutes, every sessions, you do the training. Give them a topic and then challenge them or invite them to come up with as many hypothetical questions as possible every 5 minutes. And then you measure the quality of the questions. By contrast, students in the control group, just spoon feeding, no training, just interaction. And then if you can see the differences of these, the scores, And you can actually turn it into your research projects. And this is what we did. For example, we publish. You see, this is the paper. It's called Designing and Validating AI-supported tool for enhancing critical inquiry in EFL educations. So the Winzy is my doctoral student. Paul Kim is from Stanford. Now he's in Kazakhstan. And Seong Lee is myself. So because I'm teaching the lecture in the university, we have participants, and Winzy help design and implement, and Paul Kim provided the tool. And then you see, this is a Bloom's taxonomy, right? So you choose a theory or a model as an analytic lens, an analytic reference. And then you need to design the activities, right? So specifically, student, like step 1, step 5, like step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, and student just scan the QR code and do the activity. And then this is specific questions. So student asked to raise a 3 set of questions regarding digital natives, and copy and paste your questions and scores on Google Doc, and then calculate the total score by adding all 3 scores. They give that the final score, mean scores. And then these are specific procedures of the study. And this is the coding framework. Now you can do it with using AI. You just provide this and you have a student's data, right? And then the AI can do the coding and quantify percentage, frequency for you. Wow. Oh my God. And then, yeah. Okay, so what do you think? Any questions? Any ideas? Anybody who wanna do this? Oh yes. Oh, see, magic pen. She become very productive. Huh? Yeah.
Thank you, sir. May I ask you about my my research plan? Yeah, like I said that I wanna do research. Developing a model for argumentative speech and critical literacy students in senior high school, and then can I use this indicator to I think that I can use this indicator to measure the argument.
Yeah.
The argument from my student use in their speech, and then I put it there, and then the EA will help me to measure it.
Yeah. So very good questions. So I have one suggestion. If you focus on argumentative speech, I think your domain may be very narrow. You mean that it means that maybe applied linguistic journal or language related journal may like it, but not education. So my suggestion is you measure, you do the argumentative essay work as a intervention to raise their critical thinking inquiry. And then you measure the critical inquiry skill using this to show the changes before and after your argumentative essay writing. Then you can submit it to the education journal, which is more acceptable. They are more kind.
Yeah, thank you. Because I still confused about how to assess the research the result of my research at that time, and then yeah, I got an idea. I think I can use this one maybe yesterday. Itu.
So there are actually three data sets you can use. Number one, survey. You ask students to self-report the perceived level of their critical thinking skill. And they say 1 to 10. I think they generally provide those perceived self-reported data. That's one. Another one is this the tool. The tool provide the objective data, right? And then you use it to back up your survey data. Another one is essay. You analyze the quality of essay from this Bloom's taxonomy, because it also provides a number. And then you combine all three different data sets to conclude that your intervention program actually appears to work well for high school students in Jakarta. And yes, so, and then you can publish, I think, in the good international journal.
Thank you. I hope.
Because topic is very timely, and they prefer paper actually coming from the frontline classrooms. So you know the research, you have your own students, and you have a magic pen, so you can write. Okay.
Yeah, the participant maybe. Have another. Okay.
So shall we move on, or do you have other questions? Okay, more questions.
Yeah, this is original questions regardless of that pen.
Original questions. Okay.
But I wouldn't say no if you offer me the AI toys. So it's about AI toys. I
AI
never heard
toys.
about it before, but it seems like it's basically the same thing with when you talk with Siri on your iPhone, right? So it's like a voice command things that we usually have, but in the form of a toy. Well, in terms of kids, I'm not a school teacher, but I have 3 kids at home.
3 kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I always limit their screen time because it affect negatively to them towards learning and speaking communications. So about this, since the first day you mentioned about the AI toy to overcome anxiety among kids, right? So my question is there any research about the psychological effect or psychological downsides to that to those AI toys toward the kids? Because we face many problems that kids having a speech delay on their developments because of they really seldom to talk with other people, right? So is there any psychological research towards that? So because when you show us about the survey to know about what the effect of the AI among the children's. At first, we see that from your videos that they try to open up themselves when they talk with the AI toys. It means that probably they do have that problem to talk with people, real human. And then they open up, they smiling, they having fun with that toy. And then after that, you have this survey. I don't know how do you address that survey? Do you address that with their teachers, or is the survey is addressed by the AI itself? Because when the survey is addressed with a real human being, then they will go back to that anxiety. So that's why you have that really ups and down of the anxiety levels on that survey. So is it need to be addressed with the AI itself or with the survey, so we can remove the bias that probably happens with that survey? So that's actually to sum up my 2 questions. Thank you.
So, so this is my end note. And then if you see the loneliness, there is loneliness. Oh, here we go. There are many, not in our field, but many will talk about AI. For example, can AI really help solve the loneliness epidemic? This is from the Trends in Cognitive Sciences. This is a top journal. How about this one? Risk factors for loneliness. And AI companions reduce loneliness. This is from Journal of Consumer Research. And also language related, education related, they also talk about AI tools, usage experience, and academic stress among college students, and mediating role of loneliness, and moderating role for academic self-efficacy. How about this one? This is the current psychology. Psychologists also look into the loneliness on students' attitude toward Gen AI, mediating role of meaning in life. Wow. Moderating role of academic engagement and gender. How about the children? Children. Intervention to reduce loneliness in children and adolescents, specifically 4 to 18 years old. Meta-analysis means what? Yeah, many studies, many empirical data, many empirical studies have been already produced, so that this field have become already saturated. And then they see the trend and also the effect size. So this is 2026, and this field is Journal of Affective Disorders. So interdisciplinary, transdisciplinary, I think the key here is the people are sick. We are sick. We are suffering. Here we specifically talk about like stress and anxiety and loneliness, social isolations. And then remember, because during the care stages, we identify this problem. And then the innovation stage, during the innovation stages, the researchers, educators, and people start introducing a new things. Here, being AI, or AI toys, or AI companions. So it means that they are actually exploring. We don't know it yet, but they're exploring. And according to this article, I think they have enough number of paper to maybe talk about or to show the patterns of effectiveness of this AI, particularly the children and adolescents. I think this go back to your questions about the parents and educators and policymakers concerned about over reliance on digital tools and AI. I also agree, because I also have 3 kids. Important thing is the boundary. As long as the parents and caregivers and educators set up a boundary, set up a safe boundary, like 30 minutes, 1 hour. Constraint of the contents should be maybe education related. Because when kids watch YouTube video on just gaming, very addictive, like gaming, like contents, we tell them, we should avoid, because we want them to do. So I think as a parents and the adults or the educators, we need to set up some guidelines and boundaries. That's important, because they are adolescents. They cannot do it. So that's where we humans need to play a role. Of course, there are downsides of using using technology and AI, like mental health issue and depression and suicidal thoughts. That's why, again, we need to intervene. We need to pay attention to what they do. Despite that, if we still want to use it into our home and practice, we need to, the educator need to establish the interventions in a ethically sound and responsible and safe. That's why we are here, right? You want to learn this because you need to know about both pros and cons of the AI. Of course, today I give you lots of pedagogical positive aspects of AI, but the reason I don't show you a commercial AI too much because commercial AI have, of course, good thing, but also negative consequences as well. Yes, that's one thing. And then from the language education perspective, the research, novel effect is actually the fact. Day one, kids are enthusiastic about new tools. And day two, their motivation a little bit drop. And day three, maybe they may not use it because they find it very bored. So that's where, again, that's where the human experts need to intervene. You need to create these the tasks. Very simple task, for example, okay, son, you speak, for example, AI, and then I'm gonna record your number of words. So today, you produce 50 words, right? 50 words. Next, 55, 60. And then it become a game, right? And then when they repeat this week 1, week 2, week 3, and usually after week 3, it become a part of their routines. That's exactly how we want our children or students to form their habits. To create such conditions, again, the teachers, parents who are aware of this, and you need to design the conditions, the conducive to your desired outcomes. For the survey, I agree. The data I show you are just moment-to-moment survey data because we adopt the individual difference perspective. Individual difference perspective means each one of you are valuable, unique, different. But if you rely on the retrospect, the survey, you know, like a typical survey, like, you know, so the 100 people, right? I give you a survey and each one of you give me the number. And then what I do is I punch the mean score. So let's say we need to communicate in this group 2.5. It means that all of you suddenly become 2.5. It means that I ignore each individual's difference. I just make you homogeneous group. I think this is very dehumanized. So that's why we measure both the survey, which measuring the stable thread-like data, as well as this individual moment-by-moment data, because as the data show that each individual have a different trajectory. To show the real changes of your state-like stable data, we need to prolong the research period. Because one day you cannot really claim, right? You need at least maybe 4 weeks or 8 weeks. Actually, longer the better to show the longitudinal effect. That's why the journal editors prepare longitudinal study. But you can show both a thread-like, which is stable data, as well as this state-like moment-by-moment data. So that's what I can say.
Yeah, so the survey is actually expected to be like that.
Yeah, we collect both the stable data, pre and post, as well as every week or every sessions. So we see the moment by moment changes.
All right. Well, once again about your question. Back to your question: is Indonesian people is basically lonely? The answer is no, because our people is always minding other people's business. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. That's why I love about Indonesia. I feel a sense of good, good, good well-being here. Yes. Okay, shall we move? Do you want to take a break? No? Continue. This project is very interesting as well. I think you can also do it in your school. I do it with my kids. I use it in my university, and also we use it with Indonesian schools. So it started 2019, even before ChatGPT came out to the world. And then again, it began with the humans. So my friend in Solo say, oh, Ju, we have a group of primary school students. They want to learn English, but they didn't have a materials. The teacher were not ready to teach. So we have a problem, right? We have a problem. Okay, we want to help. We want to help by giving them a materials. And then I was teaching the course about technology, and then, okay, and then say, oh, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, we have a mission. So we have this situation. We have the Indonesian primary school kids in need. How can we solve this problem? It's an innovation, right? And then we brainstorming with what we have. Again, back then we didn't have an internet. Back then we didn't have AI. And then back and forth, students share their ideas, get a feedback, went back and improve. And then the work they had was actually made using PowerPoint slides. And then we send it to the school kids, and the school kids read that story after school program. And then this is the video, but I cannot show you. So this is a process. So initial process, our initial, like version 1. And then suddenly now this project, we repeat this project, and then we have a students from various disciplines, like including the visual arts. So the one in the snakes lunch, actually manually drawn by the visual arts students. And then it was made by 5 students from different disciplines. Do you see a familiar dishes? It's Indonesian dishes. So our student, Hong Kong student, didn't have a chance to visit Indonesia. But for this project, they need to research Indonesia. And then it's a snake lunch, but snake are just touring around to eat the Indonesian dishes. So I think it looks like this. We using the book creator. Have you ever used book creator? No? Oh. Maybe next time we can have a book creator workshops. Because again, it's free. It's free to use. And I think I provide this training many groups here and there. And I think the teacher like it, students like it. So anyway, this is the final work. And then here, like this is objectives. So students read this book and they can learn about what's for, right? The phrases, and they understand the meaning of vocabularies related to Indonesian dishes. So this is an intercultural understanding. And also introduce Hong Kong dishes. And this is a table of content. When they click, they can go to this, for example, like this. So it needs some training, but it's also very easy. Yeah. All you need is some training. And then this is the some some instructions how to use the book. Let's see.
One day, the snake wandered around the park in the afternoon. It met different animals. It first met the bird.
What's for lunch? I like eating nasi goreng. What's nasi goreng? It's fried rice.
So here, there are many multimodal sources, right? What are they? A visual, yeah, there's a image, right? And then a sound and okay, text. And then an image, yeah. How about audio, voice? Do you think voice is AI or humans? No, it's a humans. Students, they record their voice. And we ask Indonesian students, the reason they keep listening to this music, not music, this book, because they want to listen to teachers' voice, not AI. And then here, you know, the built-in dictionary, you know, it's like a document, the Word doc. You just create a hyperlink. It will take you to the dictionary. So on the back of this book, students create a dictionary specifically for target Indonesian students because they are primary school kids. So they provide a vocabulary and speech, part of speech, verb, and the meaning, and also examples, and then photos, right? So there are multiple input actually, text, examples, and like a bold, right? They make it bold, and then images. So the visual oriented student can understand. And then when you click here, actually it doesn't work here. Yeah, it go back to the page, original pages. And then here you see, but why do you think students make what's for lunch italic and bold? Can you guess? Title. Yeah. The hint was the object. Think about the objectives. Target objectives. So remember the first page, understand and produce what's for, right? So when you design such books, in SLA theory, it's a notice, right? Notice, raising awareness of the target. Not directly, but indirectly. Directly, what you do in the blackboard, you put the objective, right? Today, we are going to learn what's for. I'm going to test you. No. For SLA theory, there's another way you can introduce your word. It's called raising awareness or noticing. So students read this book and then they wonder, oh, why is so italic? So it triggered their brain. So it helped consolidate. And then the good thing is when you go to another page is what? You have what's for, right? What's for lunch? How about this one? What's for lunch, cat? What's for? Oh my God. You see? The same pattern repeat across pages, which is good for your memory, right? Wow, yeah, another SLA theory, you see? Yeah. So even when you design this kind of materials for your students, you must integrate the theory into this. This is another page.
After that, the snake met the dog.
What's for lunch?
I want to have bakso. Bakso is really delicious.
So, what's bakso?
It is meatball noodles.
The snake kept walking around and wondering about the animal's lunch. It met the cat.
What's for lunch, cat? My mom made me the city I am for lunch today. It is a barbecue chicken with sauce. Is it tasty? Yes, it is very tasty.
So yeah, the same pattern, the snake move around, asking the same question, and then snake, yeah.
Out came the fried rice. Out came the meatball noodles. Out came the barbecued chicken with sauce. Out came the Indonesian salad with peanut dressing. Finally, the snake met the most fierce animal in the park. What is it? It is the tiger.
What's for lunch?
The snake was scared and ran away.
Oh yes, there's some lesson, right? Value as well. Anyway, but this is a content. Student create this original story, aiming for introducing the Indonesian dishes and phrases. What's for, and then here is a dictionary, built-in dictionary. And then this is activity. So I think it's not available now, but when student click here using the near path, they can do the comprehension activity and also the productive activities as well. And then this is the division of labor. So let's say you are the university student, a university lecturer, and then let's say you want to do some project with your students. You can do it like this, because this is the division of labor, like who is doing for what, you see? Yeah. From my experience, I think it really helped improve their communication skill. I mean, those involved written communication, verbal communication, creativity, critical thinking, collaboration, and also the compassion, right? Because we are doing it not just for the grade, but they do it for using what we have for those in need. So it triggered the intrinsic motivation. And then actually, even after a few years, students talk about this and they use it for their portfolio when they apply for job, because they can talk about very important value of this. And then it also touch on the 21st century skill, right? Any idea? Do you think you can do it? Huh? Exactly. You can actually do it with your children too. You can make a family book. If your children like fish, you can create a fish related. You can upload the videos and photos, and even your children's, it can become a history book. You can simply share it with your grandfather as well. Very meaningful, simple, but very meaningful. And I know one teacher use it for the graduations. So they share each student's favorite toy in each pages and share it with their parents. Parents love it. Parents love it. Student can contribute just to one page. How much time? 11. And then the version 2, we became more ambitious. so we were not happy, just send it over to Indonesia. So what we did was we actually came to Indonesia. with our university students. We brought 14 university students. But before we actually came to the school in Indonesia, we actually made the books now using AI. So it looks like this. Okay, yeah, so you can read. You think the image is generated by AI, right? Yeah. And then these characters also, yes. And then,
Hania, Savannah, and Delilah are friends who love to explore the world of flavors through cooking. One sunny day, they decided to have a potluck and showcase their culinary creations.
so as you can see, all the images and backgrounds are made by the AI. It's different type of a book. And then this is vocabulary items.
Crispy, crispy.
With the Bahasa Indonesia next to it. So L1 and L2. So the first stage is understand the needs of the target groups, and then group of students, group of people, design the books. And then they came to the real users and then taught English using the book they have created, and like the one in the middle. And then we also consider sustainability. So we donate the book because when they scan the QR code, student can listen to this book again and again. So the one in the corner, there is a standing corner standing. So you put that the standing at the corner, and student just scan the QR code and they can listen to the books. And then the version 3 was we are training the teacher like you in Czech Republic. So this is a bilingual. They are trained to become a Korean teacher, and they create some books because that's when we have some issue with the students, like a mental health. So this teacher create a Korean book that really help students like mental health and identity. Let's see. It's called the Berry's Day. It's a bilingual books, right?
Hi, I'm Berry, a little strawberry. Today was my first day of school.
This is an AI voice. It's now available. You can actually use it. Student can use it too.
안녕, 나는 작은 딸기 베리야. 오늘은 첫 번째 등교 날이었어. I felt excited to meet new friends, but I was also nervous because it was my first day.
Can you guess the target vocabularies here? Okay, how about this one?
Brush your teeth, Berry, said Mum in the morning. It is my least favorite thing to do in the morning. That's why I felt annoyed, but after brushing my teeth, I felt relieved. My teeth were clean. I came to class and it was time to introduce myself to my teacher and classmates, which made me feel very anxious and scared. But soon it was over and I realized it wasn't as bad as I thought. I felt confident because I did it.
So it's a real apple, a strawberry, and they make it animated. See, there's some expression, right? The face. And then the adjectives are repeatedly introduced, like anxious, scared, confident, first day of school. Yes. yeah, strawberry is taking a bath.
Don't worry, tomorrow will be even better. I'm proud of you.
Then bilingual dictionaries provided. And this is a post-reading activity. And then this book contains lessons. It's important to feel your emotions and talk about them. So when they learn about vocabularies and adjectives of the emotions, but underneath, they also want to touch on importance of values, talk about. Another one is the cooking book. Do you remember the Suno in the beginning? And this group used Suno to create a bibimbap song. And you can actually integrate it into this project as well. So this is cooking, is it? And table of contents, both languages. Oh, bibimbap. Do you know bibimbap? So bibimbap, it looks like this. And then you can also provide a hyperlink like this.
Hello everybody! Look at me! I'm wearing very special shirt today. There is only one in the world. Very, very precious.
So you find the YouTube video and provide a hyperlink. And then this is, I think, bibimbap song. By Suno.
비빔밥 좋아해 고소한 향기 채소 노란 계란 고기 듬뿍
And then this is vocabulary, and this is Korean.
밥, 소고기, 시금치,
And this is Czech Republic.
Rýže, hovězí maso, špenát.
Then this is instruction, right? This is the L1. And then Koba. So they introduce their food. And then kimbap. How to make kimbap. And 체코식 open sandwich. And then custom. When you eat in Korea, you need to respect elderly people. You shouldn't raise your chopsticks, something like that. So there are also culture here. When you eat in Korea, these are things you need to, and this is a manner in Czech, the table manner in Czech Republic. And then, yes. Another possible project is you can actually link the VR. They create the brochure for tour, Korea Museum of Korea. And then the good thing about it is you just, because there's an existing website, and when you click it, it will take you to that website, and then it will give you a VR tour. So all you need is to find the source. So National Museum. So like it provides you a VR tour, right? So depending on your subjects, you can make your class like this. You can tour around the museum. And then scale up version 4 is we use a metaverse. How many of you have used metaverse? Oh, okay. Oh, good. So this metaverse is very simple one. It's like a game. You know, everyone has their own avatar. so when you look at this, it looks like a game, but actually this is not a game. We did a project, this bookmaking project between Korean students and Hong Kong students. So what we did was we provide them all the AI sources, and then I didn't give them a training. You guys figure it out yourself. We give them a group of maybe 4 or 5 students, mixing Korean students, Hong Kong students, Chinese students, and then they make a book using these tools. And then it looks like this. So see that they are sitting, right? Somebody wearing a traditional hat. Somebody is climbing the window. This is me. And then actually it looks like this, like a Zoom, right? And then this is a classroom from Korea. And I will give you a real space. It looks like this. It's also free. You can make a choice whether you use a existing space or you can create a space like this. So we create the space. See, this is me, right? So I can move around and I can sit here and I can actually invite you to join. And then let's say we have a group work. There is a teleport, and then it can take you to the breakout room. So each group can work in the private space like this. Group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. Because when you have like 40 different people in the one space, you can hear, right? You can hear other people saying, but let's say you go here. You see, you have entered a private area, mean that only people in group 3 can hear your opinion. And then, yes. So do you think this virtual space is a learning space, or is it a space for entertainment? For this project, we haven't met each other in person in the physical building. It happened only remotely. Korea, Hong Kong, I didn't even meet my Hong Kong students. All we need is create a space. They join in using the avatar, and they can, and there's an emoji, and there's there are other functions as well. Yeah. So if you have some friends in overseas, not Europe or America, is because of time difference. But if you have friends in Asia, like even Australia, I think you can have a intercultural like exchange program like this. Then so we have now the AI is amazing. I tell you some projects. The photo on the left-hand side is actually handwritten. This is just basic example. So my son drew this fish, and then ask AI to turn it into the real life or vivid image like this. So it became like this. And then he was very creative. So he said, oh, can shark and tuna fight each other? So AI create this. And now AI can make it real, like this. So I'll show you how you can do it. So it's called a Google Flow. It's also free. You can do it. Show you how you can do it. First, use it yourself, and then use it with your children, and then use it with your the students. Okay, this is my studio because this has some very basic projects. So let's say I want to start a new project. Can you give me any topics? Any topics? You give me some story, because then I can make a 10 seconds video. Give me some ideas.
You have some ideas? Anything? Maybe? Any stories? AI is it?
The story usage of AI can be a toxic poison or powerful medicine. Can it become a topic of this video, maybe? Yeah. Yeah, maybe actually in academia, artificial intelligence can act as a toxic poison. Yes, and also as a powerful medicine. If we use the AI with no integrity, of course, it can be a toxic poison. But if we wield the AI with integrity, it will become a powerful medicine to enhance scholarship or everything in academia. Oh, listen. Maybe student working on his academia using the AI. We can compare two students, maybe one using the AI without integrity and one using the AI with integrity. Female is more interesting. Oh, so yeah. Student actually at 19 years old or 20 years old. Yeah. Nationality. Indonesia, of course. What? Fashion. Oh, what the fashion? uh, brown white. Yeah, brownie. Curly maybe. Curly with glasses or yeah, with glasses of course can. Yeah. Yeah, maybe 170. Yeah. She's doing homework from lecture, maybe. Mathematics is okay. Or yeah, they use AI to work their homework. I don't know. What say I we use often? Maybe ChatGPT. Wait, laptop, yeah, have a laptop or mobile, yes. At classroom, maybe in classroom, university, UNJ, of course. Yeah, you one in UNJ and one in Edu HK, I think. Edu HK. It's friend, I think. It's in the group. Uh, two or three? Specific, three. Two females, one male. They are from Jakarta. Yeah. Doing homework, doing his paper. Yeah. I think, yeah, mathematic homework. Yeah, yeah. Serious. It's hard to do homework, mathematic homework. It's enough. It's enough. We see. You'll see.
Also, have you ever used vibe coding?
Vibe coding. Are you ready? Vibe coding is like create code with AI.
You can actually create an app and publish.
Vibe coding.
You don't have to do the coding. Have you? Are you interested? Yeah, so after this. Oh, so we have video here, right? So let's see.
Luckily,
Wow, so UNJ logo.
this AI can solve it. How did you get that? This is so hard. This is so hard.
So you can continue, okay? You need to use another tokens. This is 10 seconds, right? And you create another video and you make another story, another story. So think about how you can use it for your classroom as well. So you can collaboration, right? Then you can change the prompts. It's called the AI human hybrid work. But again, here the AI is not the first priority. It should be humans. So if you are parents, I think the left hand, right? The real experience, because you take them to the oceans, touch the fish, watch it, feel it, hear it, right? 5 senses. And then you look at how kids are reading. For example, he's interested in reading this book, right? 최강 동물원인, #1 animal in the oceans. So he got idea, and then he used that idea to create this one. And then you amplify this by using AI. Not AI first, it's real life experience first, and then AI can amplify the impact. So this vibe coding, this is, I'm gonna give you some work so you can follow. So in the past, if you want to do the coding, it require a high skill, but you don't have to do it anymore because you can just say, and then it will make the application for you. I'll give you very simple examples. So it's called a boat.new. It's free, again. You see, it's like Suno, it's like ChatGPT, it's like other tool, and this is a dashboard. And so once you log in, you can have your own project here. What do you want to make?
Okay, any volunteer? What
Do you want to make game? I can make a game within 30 seconds. Do you want to make a Tetris? What Tetris game? Well, any other game? Just tell me. Make a game.
Isn't this the Mario Bros? It's difficult, Mario.
Angry Bird. Angry Bird. I don't know Angry Bird. In Indonesia version, right? Indonesian style. I don't know what that is, but let's see. Let's see, okay? Application. I need to change. It's your game, right? So I need to. But anyway, let's wait.
So even though this is a free, there is some token we will use, right?
So,
So they're limited.
yeah,
Or
it's good if you purchase it as a team. So there's an unlimited version. So because we are using it in our lab, meaning that if you have 10 students, you purchase it every month, you pay certain money, and everybody can use it unlimitedness. So yeah, that's my recommendation. You at first you use it yourself first, using the free version, and then you think, oh, it's fun, and you make another app, and then you use it with your children, and then use it with your students, and then you apply for grant. UNJ, give me some funding, research, international collaboration. You can also make it available to the Google store, or you can sell. You can make profit as well. You invent the games. So I show you some other examples as well. Oh, I see. They already made. Oh, something went wrong. Please try again. You should provide a specific prompt. If you say Angry Bird, I think the AI get confused. So change the prompt, make a Angry Bird game.
because this is a game, so maybe they are take more second other than the video and picture, right? Mr. Lee? Or
In the past, it took many days.
oh yeah,
Because you
right.
have to code manually, one by one.
manually. And we can share in the app store, or we can
Yeah.
so the student will play it together.
So you submit it, and there is a way you can also attract the advertisement, and then your money will come to your bank account. So there's a way you can do it. Make your product game. So the advertisements will be attached. While we are waiting, I'll show you some example. So first, very basic spelling application. So click. So this is after we provide the training. This is what some people made within 1 hour. This is a spelling game. What's this? Apple? What's this? Dog? What's this? Huh? Car? Flower? Elephant? How about apple? Oh, fish. Rainbow. Mouse. This is very simple, right? And then all you need is you provide target vocabularies, and then you can create a application, vocabulary application for your target students. This is a very basic application. Another project. Another person make the fun reading, so she focused on the reading. Wow, she made the book, the applications within 1 hour, like this. And here, there's a progress. There's a library. Let's say Tom and the dog.
This is Tom. Tom is a dog.
Oh, there's a read aloud function as well. This is Tom. Tom is a dog. Oh, you want a sweet? Wow, gamification, right? Because 100% my read aloud. Next.
Tom has a red ball. He likes to play.
Tom has a ball. Tom has a red ball. He likes to play. Oh, I made mistakes. So 22%. Words to practice. So has a red ball. Okay, I do it again. Tom has a red ball. He likes to play. Oh, still. I skip.
Tom runs in the grass. He runs fast.
Tom runs in the grass. He runs fast. Again. Anyway, this is read aloud application. So you can choose like different, and then you can also see the progress. This is just I practice, right? How about other projects? And then the other one is interactive gamified AI picture book. Wow. This is interactive book. So read book and you interact. What do you do? So you read a book. What does this word mean? You know, they are writing, the AI is writing a new chapter based on students' response. So this is just a book. So depending on your response, interaction with the AI, this create a new chapter. You see? More interactive. You can also build your own website. So this is the example about the lab. So my RA using this make this website. So people, these are our members and projects, training. So it means you can create your own websites as well. If you are the researcher, you can also use this for creating a research tool. So I'll show you one example. It's called the active speaking analyzer. Active speaking analyzer using complexity, accuracy, and fluency. You know the CALF model. So all you need is you have a student's transcript, right? You have transcripts. Let's say, oh, you ask students to speak about maybe favorite food for under 2 minutes. And then maybe there's an automatically generated transcript. You copy and paste and you put that transcript here. And then we will automatically analyze their speaking performance in terms of accuracy, complexity, and fluency. Here, you can also adjust the duration, right? Because it will calculate the performance based on this time. And then the outcomes looks like this. So like outcome, it looks like this. So you provide the data, right? And then it generate the data personalized for your project, like complexity. Metric is words per cloud, accuracy, error-free cloud ratio, fluency, the number of words they produce within 2 minutes, fluency, prompt speech rate. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 means every sessions. So let's say you ask students to do the speaking activity every week. You just enter the transcript. You can see their linguistic development. Wow. It's called a micro process rather than macro. Macro is like a global, right? But the macro level, like how tiny little progress your student make in terms of the complexity of their words, vocabulary, accuracy, how less they make mistakes and make errors, fluency, how fluent they speak English. So wow, it's very beautiful, right? You just capture, and you can even use this in your paper as well. You can directly use this kind of figure. And I think our project is ready. You see? Burang Mara. Angry Bird. How does it play? How to play? Drag the red bird. Oh, okay. Oh. Drag the red bird back on the slingshot. Okay. And then aim. Okay. Oh. Like this? Oh. Oh. Oh, try again. Game over. Out of birds. So do I have to pick this? Oh, pick targets to win the level. Okay. This one? This one? Higher? Oh! Okay, more. Then here you can publish and or share. This is the whole screen. You think it's you can play? Yeah, I think you make a play. Yeah. Oh, okay. So I think, this one is actually easy, but it's very effective as well.
Follow my
If any response or question for the last session? Okay. Uh, that's fine.
Thank you. Thank thank you for the opportunity. Professor Lee, thank you very much for the insightful sharing. It's really interesting topic discussing about artificial intelligence. I said previously that artificial intelligence can be a toxic poison or powerful tools to help us enhance our scholarship. My question is there any policy from your government or maybe regulation in your campus, Professor, regarding the usage of AI in academic? And how is it? And also, I just check your Google Scholar, and you are quite productive, Professor. So I just want to know that, in your opinion, maybe is there any relation about AI literacy, AI adaptations to enhance the research productivity? I think. Thank you.
Yes, AI is a double-edged sword, and depending on how you use it, that's one. And number two, yes, we do have a policy. So we have a university level AI framework. So there are, I think, 6 components, and that's 2. And number 3, in the classroom level, students are encouraged, strongly encouraged to use it, and they need to submit the AI declaration. Declaration means not only the indication of using AI, but they need to reveal how they use it. And yeah. Regarding the productivity, it depends on how you use it. It's a different topic. It require maybe another 1 or 2 hours of a lecture, but in terms of the productivity, it depends on each researchers. Personally, I prefer more working with the other researchers and teachers, but other researchers prefer to work in the library. We call it ivory tower, right? They want to read paper and they got some idea and they write and submit. By contrast, my preference is to go outside of that ivory tower and walk on that ground and meet people and meet the students, meet teachers and principals and other collaborators like UNJ, and work together, because that's where the real life issue exists, not in the paper. Of course, AI can be used, in my opinion, in my work, used for different purposes, like editing, or giving, or some initial ideas. I have an initial idea, but AI can give me more, how to say, another aspects, because this is very useful. AI can be used as a devil's advocate devil, because sometimes if I think about some topic for a longer period of time, I may have a bias because I'm trapped, I'm stuck in that idea. So I use AI to give me a counterintuitive opinions in a very critical way. So sometimes I feel very painful because but that's how I use AI.
Okay, because limited time, we have just one.
Yeah, thank you. First of all, thank you for your insightful presentations that we learn all of the AI tools that can help us in many ways. But yeah, we learn about how to use AI to make a book, to make an apps, to make a song, to make everything. But one thing that have the same is that it depends on how you write the prompt, right? So AI can make benefit for you. It really depends on how you use it. And how to use it is to use prompt. It means that you have to expand that using a language. So well, I hope that you can come back again someday to give us a training how to make a good prompt. Because that's the key to make a good result on the AI, right? But for a while, I want to ask you how to make a good prompt. What kind or what set of knowledge that we need to learn, we need to skills to make a good prompt? Thank you.
For that question, is very simple. You have to follow the no. because many people want to take a shortcut. That's dangerous and that's against the natural law. You know that, right? So actually, you need to work on your domain knowledge. You must become an expert in your domain knowledge. Those who get the highest benefit from the AI is actually the expert. Expert means not only the cognitive knowledge, but reading paper or thick books, but also the experience, 10 years, 20 years. So actually those people have the very nuanced understanding of a certain phenomenon. For example, yesterday, I think we had a consultation, right? Although I don't understand that particular area, because I have expertise in the research. And I know, based on my own experience over the last 2 decades or so, how to construct a research article. And as an editor, I know what are the common mistakes in the title, abstract, introduction, methodology, right? Then I can come up with a very nuanced, detailed, specific, context-specific prompts for the particular projects. Think about it. If you only know how to use AI without any domain knowledge, you cannot produce such prompts. That's why we have to go back to the basics. Read, experience, make mistakes. And I think, believe me, in the AI era, you must read. You must read, yeah. Experience,
So
real
no,
experience.
no shortcut.
No shortcut, yeah.
How about if I ask AI to make a good prompt?
No, that's other people do it, and we know it. Actually, we expert know it whether it's a real work or work generated by machine. Or we call it artificial, right? Because it's not real. It's based on the bunch of existing data to make it real, make it like a real, but again, it's artificial. So yeah, take the yeah, just read.
No shortcut.
Yeah, no shortcut.
Thank you.
Okay, have some closing maybe. Maybe. Mr. Lee? Oh, okay. Okay, everyone, this is a time we close the session. Thank you for all participants. Big applause for Mr. Lee for the presentation. Oh, yeah, one more. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we have one more magic pen. Okay. So after the magic pen, maybe we can make the good prom, right? Okay, everyone. Thank you. And see you for the next session, maybe in the future. Thank you, everyone. Big applause. Okay, for everyone, we have photo session, please. So for Mr. Lee, maybe we can go to the front seat. Okay, okay, from here. Okay, yeah, no problem.